Alright guys, welcome back to another recap. Definitely regaining some confidence today. Yesterday I traded terribly. You can see all of this mess of big losses, negative 700, negative 600, negative 600, negative, I thought there was one for negative 900, maybe I decreased it. And then I did take another trade yesterday, so I think I stopped the recap yesterday at max loss of over $2,000, and I took one more trade, which is actually PLRX, this one right here, for $735 profit. So I did reduce my loss by $700 yesterday, and then today, $1,000 win. Today I traded good. I could have been looking at a $1,600 day, even up in the 2000s if I would have kept trading. But I think I just wanted to take away some profits of yesterday's loss. And then I think it was this one right here for $72 profit. This one should have been 600, and I'll go over that trade in a little bit. I guess I'll go over it now. So thanks for you guys coming in here and watching these recaps. If you want to watch me trade live, I do all of my trading live. You can go and click that notification, click that subscribe button, and click that notification bell. So I go 15 minutes live before every market open, and you can see exactly every trade that I take, why I take it, ask me questions, look at any tickers or anything like that. And then also on tradecaster.com, which is where the majority of the chat is active, so they mostly watch me over there, and that's where I had a lot of people sharing their opinions, their trade plans, and all that stuff. But I'll stop rambling. Just make sure to subscribe, like, and comment any questions. And let me go over my trades. Alright, so I'll go over my first trade on the day, which was GOEV. This stock had very good news. I took a $72 win, but this is the one that I was up $600, and I would have made a killing if it would have played out completely. So first trade here, I took 3,000 shares. Looks like I got this little pullback here, break of new highs, 485. Or actually, I took a pretty high buy, 45, and I sold for 47. And then this is a play on this pullback here, these three red candles. I started averaging in. So I averaged in right there 1,500 shares. You can see I bought in at 493. So 493 right here. I averaged in there, and then I bought lower at 487. So averaged in more in here, and then I bought the dip down here at 481. So 481. So I averaged into this play. This was a very strong move. Kind of was looking like yesterday's PLRX opening trade, where the stock just immediately rallied. Even that first minute, it started behaving just like it. But this stock opened up, had its first pullback. I averaged in through that pullback, and then you can go see the live trade. It's uploaded on YouTube. I was like, this candle right here needs to start taking up. Needs to start taking these sellers out and climb all the way back up to a new high of day and $5 on the day. And it did exactly what I wanted to. Um, I started flipping to a green because I was red through these things. I was adding lower, adding lower. I was red on this ticker, green on this ticker finally. Started climbing back up, and I started taking some profits. So I think I took 500 and 500 out at 494, 491, 498. So I kept 3,000 shares ready for that break of $5. And if it would have broken $5, this stock would have gone 5.1, 5.2, 5.3 probably easily. But you can see we stopped right at $5 to the penny. Didn't break over 5. But at that point, I was up $600 on this stock, which I could have grabbed my profit. But I'm trying to hold these shares for a little bit longer, trying to hold my plays a little bit longer. If it means I take a small loss like this, that's fine. Next time when I have 3,000 shares from 5, and then you never know, it might go up to $6 or something like that with 3,000 shares. That'll be a big payout. So that's what I've been trying to work on recently. But this time it didn't work on me, so I decided to just cut it out at break even. So because I stopped at a break even, but because I took profit a little bit up top, I was still able to make 72 bucks, which wasn't the best thing, but still not red on, at least not red on the actual ticker and bag held, because this wouldn't have worked out either way. This stock did have good news, so I don't expect this to tank all the way. It might end up coming back up again and maybe give us some more possibilities to take some trades on it. My next trade, I think, was AKAN, and this is, after today, I think I'm going to stop doing these plays in the first 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes of market open, because I've seen that every time I chase a VWAP bounce in the first minutes of market open, I keep getting burned. This happened on TBLT yesterday. It might have happened on the other stocks that I traded yesterday. But, two green candles, pretty good volume, come in, reclaim VWAP, close high, and I take a stab right down here trying to anticipate a VWAP bounce. 2,500 shares instantly get flushed on me, so I stopped out negative $141 there. So now I'm like, okay, I could have been up 600 and only took $72 profit, and now I've taken a $141 loss on the day. So I'm actually negative, which is why my P&L was showing it like this. It was picking up that 600, and then I went right on it. Now after that, I don't remember which stock was next. I think it might have been KSPN, which this stock was crazy today. So highs of yesterday was 741. So in my mind, I'm thinking 741 has to break. 741 is going to break. We're going to get a new high and then possibly squeeze to 740. I mean $8. So I'll mark that one right there at 741. Stock gapped. I mean not gapped. It halted up, and with that just in mind, I was like, okay, this has strong momentum. I can probably try. Why is it not showing my trades? There we go. I can probably try to chase this all the way up to 741. Now, this one, I chased it good, only 1,000 shares. Only 1,000 shares. Bought in at 649, so right before 650, looking for 650 to hold, break, and then I took them from 649 all the way to 7, 711, 690, and 714. Or I guess that's the last one. Never mind, because I re-added. So I made about 50 cents of profit on all of these shares, which 50 cents on 1,000 shares would be 500 profit. Um, but yeah, very small share size. This is what I was saying. Like, if I stick a smaller share size trade, but hold it a little bit longer, I'm comfortable of it going red a little bit more. Maybe be more patient and let the play actually happen. And in this scenario, I had no problem taking 1,000 shares. I took 1,000 shares, and even with a small position of 1,000 shares, I still made $483. My problem here was 741 was my target, so I started selling at $7 at 711, 69, 714, 716, and then I re-added again for the break of 741, and after that, I mean, went $8 and a half. Now on this one, I did miss all of this, but I don't know what that is. I might have just trying to dip by or maybe break up downtrend, curl back up. Looks like I lost 10 cents on 500 shares real quick. But after that, I went to ORMP, which was my other big trade of the day. Missed the whole first move right here. Missed the whole first move. Kind of low volume, kind of just slow grinding. Then it pulls back, and here is where I jumped in on the break of this downtrend and on the break of this pivot right here, which is that 1050. Here, once again, I jumped in only 500 shares down here, kind of held through this move right here, seeing if we can consolidate and keep pushing higher. I almost decided to stop out on this red candle, but it held those lows, so I felt a little bit confident to still hold it. So I held those 500. Looks like I took out 200, and now we're looking for a new high, and this is my usual high of day breakout, strong, bigger share size attack or play or trade. So a small dip buy here at 1060 with 500 shares, pulls up. Now those candles start getting volume, and now they start taking sellers out back up to that 11. What was it? 1117 was the previous high. At that point, I decided to punch the button for 1,500 shares at 1090, break of 11 to a new high of day, and those are the ones that ended up making the majority of this money. I unfortunately took them out too early, so I think at this point, if you go back and look at the stream, I'm like 1150, 1150, can I get 1150, can I get 1150, like just non-stop being annoying. Sorry guys, I was being annoying, like making it sound like it's an offer or something like that, and waiting to see if we get 1150, which we did. I started selling at 1149. I sold a little bit early, but you can see 1,500 shares. I sold 1,400 shares for about 20-30 cents of profit. And if I would have held these from a 1090 all the way up to 1190, I would have made $1 a share on those as well. So on this play, I didn't hold them as long as I could have, but I still made $621 with about 1,500, 200, 2,000 shares. This one, after that, I did leave it alone. Didn't trade this one again. Just kind of a one trade and done on this one. But we'll talk about the other KSPC trade that I missed today, which was, I was already up $1,000 on the day, so I didn't want to give profits back. But this one also pretty clear right before the halt. So we made a high of 889, pulled back down to 7.6, and 7.6 held once. Actually, somebody in my live stream was short somewhere around here at 8:37, and they held through this, didn't take profits, held through this, didn't take profits, and then it pulled back down. And at this point, I was like, I told them, if this doesn't make a lower low than that one and doesn't crack VWAP, I'd be careful with that. I would probably take some profits, and that person ended up taking profits right there. But at this point, I was up $1,000, and I was like, I'm just telling him to be careful. This stock might turn back around and make a new high, and yet I didn't buy or jump in it on my own. Maybe I was already didn't want to give my $1,000 back. Maybe I don't know, but I left this alone. But I mean, clear as day, you have another downtrend right here, kind of similar to ORMP, where you consolidate, you make that flag, you break that downtrend, you average it on that pullback right there, and then you would have gotten another nice move. I mean, this is from $8, high fills of 8.20, but still got to move to 9.20, 9.50, $10. So that would have been another nice play to take, maybe even a small share size and just let it ride up. But unfortunately, I didn't. Luckily, that person, and this made me so happy, that guy ended up closing the trade here, took his profits, and then actually re-entered the trade short up here at 9. I think he said 9:45 ish. 940. I don't remember the actual cost average on his second entry, but shorted it up here, and I think he covered literally down here. I mean, that was awesome for him. If you're watching this video, comment below clutch trades. That was awesome. And then another member, Agaska, shorted ORMP, which I already know tomorrow he's going to be telling us about it because I'm gonna ask him about it during live. He shorted ORMP up here in this range, and he held it. I think he said he took partials at 11, but after that I got off. But look at that nice fade, man. He must be banking right now. And that Hagaska also shorted HSTO in the $5, so he was in short here. And I think he covered most of it on that nasty little dump down there. So he also made a killing there too. So guys, the streams and the live streams are fun. Everybody's making money. We're all learning from each other. I'm learning from you guys. You guys are learning from me, and it's just a good time. So I definitely recommend you guys come check me out, watch me trade live, and then be a part of that community. I don't charge anything, so it's completely free, and you're definitely going to be learning from me and off of other people as well. So with that being said, I am locking in $1,000. I think today the way I traded felt a lot more important to me than the actual money. Yes, $1,000 is a lot, but I didn't make $1,000. I recovered $1,000 from yesterday, so it's like okay, I'm still down 500 on the week, but the way I traded today, the way I took smaller share sizes and was able to ride them all the way up, definitely helped me and made me feel good. So maybe the next thing is, even though I'm up on the day, maybe drop the share size a little bit more, but still play those next moves. Even 200, 500 shares on this play would have paid out another couple $100. So, couple 500. If I would have taken 500 shares from 8 to 9, that's another $500 right there. So, that's it for me today, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow on the recap or the live stream, tradecaster.com. If it asks for the payment, cancel it. I do not charge. And if it's YouTube, then obviously it's free, so you guys can watch me. With that being said, guys, y'all have a good rest of your day.